At a personal level, what is your financial net worth?
My net worth, Mr. Speaker, is as of today 980 million.
980 million?
Yes.
Comprising?
I have provided comprises of I have pieces of lands both in Garissa and Nairobi, my house in Nairobi, my house in Garissa, my cattle ranch in Garissa, my rental property in Nairobi and Garissa, my shares in family-owned business, my camels and cattle and motor vehicles, and Mr. Speaker, lastly, I have got good revenue from the book sales of my autobiography, which is one of the best selling book, the number one best-selling book as of today.
How much were you worth when we last vetted
851.
851.
Net worth is 462 million shillings.
Made of?
Made of assets that I have, like homes, land, where I do some bit of farming, and a few businesses that I have.
Thank you.
About 600 million.
600 million made out of?
Mainly is buildings and houses that I reside in.
I need to explain this. From the time I was here to now, Mr. Speaker, once I was approved, I got an opportunity.
Answer the first question.
No, I will add it, Mr. Speaker. Just give me 1 minute. I will conclude with it. That, Mr. Speaker, there is a scheme in the public service where if you are a public servant, you can get a mortgage. So after I was approved, I took a mortgage of 40 million, Mr. Speaker, and invested it. Mr. Speaker, beside that, Mr. Speaker, my assets have generally appreciated, the ones that I had before, based on the calculation of the index existing, by about 20 million. And Mr. Speaker, other earnings from farming and other businesses, I got about 10 million. So from when I was appointed up to now, I have increased by, Mr. Speaker, plus or minus 70 million shillings, meaning that from the 550 that I declared when I was last year appointed, it is now 620 million, Mr. Speaker. Including all the loans and everything, Mr. Speaker.
Wacha uchokozi wewe. You want to say including watches? I heard you.
Not that one.
My net worth is about 70 million Kenya shillings, ranging from assets, homes, pieces of land, a few cows, and some orchard, avocado orchard, and a few shares and securities. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
My financial net worth is 397 million shillings.
How do you segregate that?
Yes, I have a house in Nairobi. We also have a house back at home in Nyahururu. The rest are properties that we have acquired over the last 30 years. And what I have shown now,
Say we. You mean?
they are in joint property,
Yes.
my husband and I.
Okay.
And the value is the current market value that has appreciated over time.
My net worth is that 1 million Kenya shillings.
That 1 million. Made, what is it made of? You've done much better than your age mates.
I come from a region that is engaged in farming.
Yes.
So I've invested in lands on and planted crops, tea, if you've been to the region.
Yes.
Coffee, bananas, and other.
Mira.
Definitely.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, my net worth is 2,361,332,249.
Made out.
Largely by developed and undeveloped properties, which include my homes in Mombasa, Vipingo, Nairobi, and Malindi. Shareholding in some property holdings. Shareholding in family businesses. Valuables. Honorable Kimani Ichung'wah referred to them as jewelry, but it's just basically watches. And cash at bank.
Okay.
My net worth is 327,650,000.
How much were you worth when we last vetted you?
I was worth slightly less. When you vetted me, Mr. Speaker, last time, I was worth 218,400,000.
So you have had some nominal growth.
Kidogo.
Mr. Chairman, my current net worth is just slightly over 800 million. When I appeared before you in 2022, yes, my net worth at that time was about 761 million. So we have had a slight adjustment of about 5.6%, 7.6% to 801.
To 801.
My net worth is about 530 million Kenya shillings.
530. Made of?
Well, it's largely cash, a little bit of cash, real estate, a lot of interest in real estate, developed, and also farms. I have farms all over, Honorable Speaker, in Siaya. In Siaya.
You've been buying out your neighbors?
Not really. I also have a farm in Narok, Honorable Speaker. I've got some plots in Kitengela.
Yes.
In Migori, yes. In Honorable Junior's constituency.
In Bungoma?
Bungoma, no.
So my net worth is a combination of mine and my husband, and it's 455,845,000.
158 million. 158 million.
Million.
Yeah.
Made up.
I've given a breakdown.
My net worth is 90. Sorry. My net worth is 95,323,000. 95 million.
Okay. Made out of?
Movable assets, 5.5 million. Immovable assets, 54 million.
Hold on, Margaret. Page 12. Go on.
Immovable assets, 54 million. Treasury bills and bonds, 25.6.
Movable assets, you mean cars?
Yeah, movable assets. Yeah, I have one car.
Yes.
I have immovable assets. That is house, land. Yeah, mainly. I have SACCO shares, 1 million. I have treasury bills, 25.6 million. I have cash and cash equivalent of about 11.5 million.
My net worth is 214 million shillings.
Yes, made out of?
Made up of my residence, my family residences. We have apartments. I have vehicles. We have plots and land. I have deposits in a bank's account.
Okay.
I'm worth 790 million.
790 million. Made up in?
Made up of largely land, and I've got tea, I've got trees, and vehicles, farm equipment, and of course the income from the law firm.
My total net worth is 156 million Kenya shillings.
Segregated as?
It largely comprises of immovable assets. I have 3 homes, one in Nairobi, one in Narok town, and another one in my village. Motor vehicles. I have apartments in Narok and also one in Nairobi. Plots of land, 2 in Kitengela, and also dairy business, and my shares from the Parliamentary Cooperative Society, PACOSA.
I've seen it, Chair. It is 509,800,000.
My net worth, Mr. Speaker, is 380 million. And Mr. Speaker, my net worth, the difference between, I saw some of my colleagues have done their calculation differently, but my understanding of net worth is it's assets less liabilities.
Liability, yes.
So if you take all the assets that I have, and I wish I had my file here.
I've seen your calculation.
Yeah, it's 308.
You have 437?
Yeah, 437
less 57
assets.
million liabilities?
Yes.
I have also been asked about my wealth, which has increased from 544 million to 694 million.
I would put my net worth at about 4 billion shillings.
4 billion.